What's going on YouTube? As you can see, we are here with another food video. I am not going to do all the whole YouTube spiel. Y'all know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment, share. So let's get straight into this. And remember, watch those ads. So what I'm going to be making first for Yazzie, this is going to help if your dog has arthritis. This is helping to fight cancer. This is also a big help for allergies. It is what is called golden paste. So you want to do 1/4 cups of water, a half a cup of turmeric, fresh cracked pepper. It has to be fresh cracked pepper. That is big because fresh cracked pepper is to help activate the turmeric so it can have as much of a nutrient boost for your dogs as possible. And then, of course, you want to add coconut oil. So for the fresh cracked pepper, I did probably about 1 full teaspoon. You don't want to put too much in there. Some people are going to tell you that pepper is not good for dogs. Pepper is not good for dogs in large quantities. It's something like garlic. Garlic dogs can have. Garlic is really good for dogs that have a yeast build up in their body. Pepper is good for dogs for the turmeric paste because that helps to activate the turmeric and really boost those nutrients in it. Now, for the coconut oil, I personally did 2 heaping tablespoons of coconut oil. Coconut oil is really, really good for dogs. It's really good for their skin and their joint health and their hair, well, their fur. So, that's a really, really good added benefit to the dogs. I think that every dog should have that in their food, whether you eat dry kibble or you do a homemade diet or you do a raw diet. Coconut oil is real big, and you basically want to stir this up until it gets to about of a like kind of like a paste. You can leave it moist like this and put it in like little freezable treat molds, but I like it to be a little bit thicker. So this is kind of what you want it to look like. If it's not getting this consistency, you can add a little bit of more turmeric. So the first vegetable I'm going to be adding is a fresh bag of chopped organic kale. Now you can buy kale from the store. I found it easier just to buy the frozen kale since it's going to be frozen anyway. The next thing I'm going to be adding is broccoli after this. Now, the reason why I add these two vegetables is because it is really good for dogs that have a yeast intolerance and a yeast buildup because it really tackles the heavy metals in their body, and it also helps to aid with digestion and the vitamin deficiency that a lot of dogs have when they are on a homemade diet or a raw diet. Now, all of the food that I add on here is to cover some of the vitamins and the nutrient gaps when you're doing a homemade food or a pre-model raw diet, called a barf diet, but it's when you're trying to build a pre-model diet for your dogs. So I add blueberries and raspberries because blueberries are really good for their eyes and raspberries are good for dietary fiber that helps to kind of boost the dog's digestive system and keep the dog fuller or longer. Raspberries and blueberries are also a powerful antioxidant. Raspberries specifically help with heart disease, cancer, diabetes, and arthritis. I also added in plain Greek yogurt because plain Greek yogurt is a really, really, really good probiotic for dogs. And because of the allergies that Yazzie have, I want to tackle her gut health. So the probiotic is really good for that. Now the next thing I'm going to be adding is bone broth. Now I add the bone broth just for the liquid portion to help the stuff in the blender mix a little better because it doesn't mix well when it's just by itself. I tried, I was unsuccessful, and I add some water just for the same reason as the bone broth, just to add some liquid so it can blend well. Now I don't add too much bone broth because I do add that to my dog's meals as a topper so they can get some hydration while they're eating. I also add goat kefir to their food as a probiotic, so that's why I added a small amount of plain Greek yogurt. And can I just say, when my dogs were on a dry food, My dog Charlie, he's an old guy. He had such bad gas, and when I say it would smell so, it would light up the room. It was so gross. And now that he is on a raw diet, ever since I put him on a homemade diet and then I switched him to a raw diet because yes, he's on a raw diet. When I tell you, no gas whatsoever. Nothing. I mean, if he, lets one loose, I never smell it because it's just not there. It's just best thing ever. I swear, the best thing ever. And he's very vibrant. He's a lot more vibrant. I mean, he's never really slowed down. I'll say that. But he is a lot more vibrant. I can see he perks up a lot now that he is on a raw diet. Now, Charlie gets a pre-made raw diet. I don't do his raw diet homemade like I do Yazzy's. He gets a pre-made raw diet. He gets primal, and it's been phenomenal for him. Now that everything's all blended up, I put everything in these cute little molds that I actually got off of Amazon. And I kind of wish I got more because I made so much stuff. Now, I froze some of it. You'll see I put them in the molds first and then I froze the rest in little sandwich Ziploc bags. So now that the molds are completely done, I just finished up the last ones last night. So now that they're completely done, I'm going to be putting more inside the molds so they have the molds because I feel like they kind of like little cute stuff. I mean, it could just be for me, but they seem to like the little molds. I know they go after that treat first, especially Charlie. He gobbles that down so quickly. He absolutely loves the flavor, and I think they also really like the blueberries because they just love blueberries in general and raspberries. So now I'm going to go through and pour the rest of the mixture into 3 little Ziploc bags and stick that in the freezer as well. And then once this is done, I'll show you all what it looks like in the freezer. And then I'm going to build Yazzy's food for the night, and then you'll get to see her eat her food. And that's kind of, it's going to be like an ASMR video at the end. So this is it in the freezer. It's not completely frozen yet, but it is getting there. And like I said, my dogs love these. I recommend this to everybody so y'all can try it. So first I started off with some goat kefir, as the white stuff in there, and as I stated earlier in the video, I do pour the bone broth to their food. And then for Yazzie, because she is a picky little eater, I have to mix everything up or she'll nitpick around the raw organs. And now I'm adding kelp, and that's going to be for her iodine, and the bee pollen that I'm adding now is for her allergies. Zinc is just because there is a zinc deficiency in her food. I haven't been able to get any canned oysters, so I add that supplement in there. Now I'm going to be adding quercetin with bromelain. That is basically nature's Benadryl for her allergies. And yes, she'll eat this powder, but she won't eat the raw meat. I don't understand it. Well, the raw organ meat. So now I'm going to be adding vitamin E oil, and that is good to help with her immune system, her muscles, her heart, liver, nervous cells, and it also helps to build up cell membrane and support healthy eyes and skin and metabolize fat in the body. I also add apple cider vinegar to all my dog's food. The apple cider vinegar, for one, is to help to repel the fleas. Now, some people say that it doesn't kill fleas, some people say it does. In my experience, it has killed the fleas. I've only found one dead flea on my dog, and I use that. And then, of course, I add the golden paste. The golden paste is for the allergies. Another great benefit of apple cider vinegar, it helps with heavy yeast buildup in the dog's body, and it helps to attack the heavy metals that yeast clings onto.
Go ahead.